everybody, welcome to Boundless Banter and Books, and I Dream of Reading. I'm here to talk today about Batman Day. September 20th has always been Batman Day, and every year I celebrate by wearing merch or just drinking out of my favorite mug, um, or even just go watch movies or read comic books and just live it up the day for Batman. So I would like to talk about the comics that I got this year that got me back into comic books. I left off of comics in was it the 52s? And I saw Scott Snyder's new universe, the Absolute Universe, and I saw the new way he was going to write Batman. And the first thing I saw was a giant dude with an axe. And I was like, whoa, it's like this is some Conan the Barbarian type stuff. So I went looking for the comic because it turns out I was late for it. So I went to go look for the comic and I ended up finding it at Things from Another Planet. And I looked all over, and I was able to find Wonder Woman, but I was gonna give up because I couldn't find it. But at the cash register on the counter, there was their variant, and I am so happy I got it because this cover is awesome. This is a great cover, and it's by Liam Sharp, and it's written by Scott Snyder, and the artist is Nick Dragotta. I hope I said that right, but Nick Dragotta. And basically, Batman has been stripped of his money. He's been stripped of his butler. He has only, he's a middle class man with a mother, and he has friends. And to a lot of us, that's something. It's like, okay, that's still nothing. But one thing about Batman is his greatest weapon is his mind, and since you didn't take away his mind, he still ended up becoming Batman. But this Batman is a little more, or sorry, a lot more brutal. His villains are brutal too. So we get to see this Batman who's using all of his abilities as a citizen to fight, to build things, to basically be, uh, in my eyes, a Batman with just he is basically the most human that I've seen him because it's he's struggling, but I think because he's still young and so he's gonna be a lot angrier, but he's gonna try to take it out on his villains in a way. But the villains in this arc are crazy, like monster type villains, but they're smart. So our Bruce has to learn to basically outsmart them and be strong at the same time and try to survive the encounters he's encountering with them. So after the series that I got a crossover series that came out this year too, and it was the crossover with Sonic the Hedgehog and the Justice League. And this series had it was really entertaining. It was so cute, and I loved the way everybody interacted with each other. You had Shadow and Batman, and it was just like everyone was like waiting for that moment, like, oh, how were they going to say how they're going to bond? And the bond was like really cute and very fast, but we already knew what was going to happen. Flash and Sonic, it was like their banter. Everybody was like, oh, Flash is faster. Like, no, Sonic is faster. And it was just like an ongoing thing with them. And then Amy and Wonder Woman, and it was just super adorable with them. And then after that, you got Knuckles and Superman, which I was like, this is perfect. Knuckles and Superman is perfect. Both of them are guardians in their own way. And it was cool to see Knuckles in Superman's outfit. So I was just like, he looks awesome. You got Silver and John Stewart, Green Lantern, and you got Tails and Cyborg. So I think it was perfect pairings. It was a great series, only 5 issues. And I think the trade paperback will be coming out soon for all of the 5 issues if you want to check this series out. So the next series I got was by the artist Dan Mora, who was inspired by the Japanese Kamen Rider, Ultraman, and Power Rangers. And he decided to make his own Batman with look like them. And he ended up writing a story with Kyle Higgins and Matt Groom. And the other artist is was it Erica Di Urso, and it's fantastic. I think it's really good. I like futuristic. I love sci-fi. So to see Batman with powers, because apparently he has powers, and also with Nightwing and with Robin, we get to see them harness these abilities and fight these shadow creatures, and also deal with the fact that a lot of like humans on the new world, that worlds they're traveling, there's things happening to all of them, and they're basically trying to discover like what happened to Batman because he disappeared. So they're like, wait a minute. So I like the new elements. I like the light and shadow elements that they're going to be harnessing, and I like how the story starts took off because it left us with a lot of questions. So the next series did very well. It came out this month. I believe it was 500K copies sold, and this one was written by the Matt Faction, and the artist, which is one of my favorites, is George Jamaris. And it's Batman 2005. So it's like a refresh take on Batman, and it's a great it's a great start for beginners who want to get into Batman, who missed out on the other Batman that's running, and all the other Batmans. They're Batman detectives, Batman and Robin, and this one shows Batman without his butler, uh not without his butler in a sense. His butler's there, but in a different Alfred's there in a different way. And his Robin is Tim Drake, which everyone was super happy about. I was happy about because I haven't really seen Tim Drake that much working with Batman, and I hope that he works more with them and they work fluently with him in this series. The artwork is amazing in here. The dialogue was great. I loved it. I loved the interactions with everybody and how they dealt with Killer Croc, because Killer Croc is going through it at the moment and he's changing. And this is basically, this first issue was like everybody changes. And I think they're telling us that we're going to not see the same Batman, and that it might be a little bit more um, finding out who's changed, who's becoming better, uh, how we're going to deal with certain people now, and how we're going to sit with certain elements. And I hope it's like that, because that'd be really cool to see, because we have a vulnerable Batman in this one, and then in Absolute Batman we have a Batman trying to survive. So so I bought the giant version of the Batman #1, and I just wanted to kind of like flip through and show you guys some of the art pieces in here. I won't be showing everything, but just some of the pieces that I believe were amazing to see. And because this is really giant, I'm loving this. I'm just like I was like, I wish like every panel in here I was a poster, because it was really drawn very well. So seeing it in a giant version is so cool though. I was really like, I was like, holy crap, this is cool to see. Like, these are like really big. And it's like, so you guys can see like how good the art is. I kind of want a poster of the scene right here. And let's see. It's just, I'm just loving it. It's really, really, really good. Let's see, we have, don't want to mess everything up. And I think there's another panel that I liked. Oh, here it is. So this is so cool. It's like, great job, you guys. I love